All right, dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's vlog. Well, it is a late night here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are around the globe, you are highly welcome. This is your channel, Salon's vlog, and I'm excited to be back here with you. Before I continue, I want you to watch this short video. Just watch this short video. Yes, it came from Trigario. Yes, the training ground of AS Roma. After the sacking of Jose Moreno. He went there this morning, I believe, to pack his belongings, and he's off. But just what the reaction, just what, how emotional the fans were, how emotional Jose Moreno was this morning. Watch it. I will be back shortly.
Grazie mi. Te volemo bene, mister. Te volemo bene, mi. Te volemo bene tanto, mi. Ciao, mister.
Mourinho. Attento quando piede.
Ragazzi, cortesemente, ragazzi.
Mister è deluso, mister.
Te volemo bene, mister.
Mister è deluso.
Grazie, ragazzi.
Ciao, mister. Ciao, mister. La.
Well, no matter how you try to suppress a man, there is still people out there who still loves him. You see the way the fans were behaving? Very emotional. Very emotional. The fans are very emotional. Jose himself was very emotional. But in any case, he's already gone. It's another story for another day. Jose now on the way to London. His house is right behind Stamford Bridge. 3 to 5 minute drive away from Stamford Bridge. That's where Jose family lives. His family lives there. And so he'll be heading to London. I believe by now he should be on the way back to London. Jose, welcome back to London. You are a blue. Yes, you are one of our own. So you're highly welcome. I believe very soon we should be hearing a good news. Maybe your next move, definitely. If not Chelsea at all, Newcastle or England job, anywhere you want to go, we are still with you, Jose Moreno. We are still with you. Dear friend, quickly, Manchester City have been issued a hearing date for their 115 financial charges from the Premier League. Progress on a hearing could be made as early as next week. So finally, Manchester City 115 financial charges from the Premier League. The hearing will start pretty soon. Yes, pretty soon the hearing will start. All right? Okay, don't go anywhere. I have an issue. I have on Mbappe, like I promised in my previous video, that I want to break to you. Breaking news. I want to let you know exactly what is happening with Mbappe. Yeah. So just don't go anywhere. But before we get to that, Sergio Reguilon has finished medical. Sergio Reguilon has finished medical plus heading to Brentford training ground to complete move from Tottenham on loan. No buy option. Brentford FC first made contact in November, seen as ideal cover for Henry, and will pay salary contribution, according to David Osim. So Sergio Reguilon has finished the medical between now and the end of the season. He's a Brentford player. Yes, from Tottenham. He is now a Brentford player as we speak. The next one you hear is, here we go, deal signed and everything completed. All right? Okay, John Duran. I have my head in Aston Villa. I am not aware of interest in AC Milan or Chelsea. They are giant clubs, and it will be a pleasure, but I have no knowledge of anything. As a child, you dream of playing there, according to John Duran. He has no knowledge about the clubs that are showing interest in him. Right now, he has his head buried in what? In Aston Villa. And so he's not having any idea of those clubs that are showing interest, be AC Milan or Chelsea. But as a child, he always dreamt of playing in those giant clubs, AC Milan and Chelsea. So if the opportunity comes, I believe he will jump on because he still regards those clubs. I believe that is what he meant by saying that. All right? Okay, dear friend, before we round up, I want to go back to Kylian Mbappe. Yes, it's been confirmed. It is confirmed. PSG offered Kylian Mbappe a new contract, according to Sky Sport, worth £86 million per season, according to report. Dear friend, you out there, take your pen and paper. Do this calculation for me. Meaning, how much is that in every month? How much would that be in a month? We have 12 months in a year. Per season, 86 million pounds per season. So you are dividing 86 million by 12 months, by 12. When you are done with that, then you also divide it by week. 36 weeks in a year. Then you again divide it by days. 86 million. Just 365 days in a year. From there, if you can go to second, how do you call it, minutes, how much Mbappe will be paid if he is to stay at PSG? Do you remember last week when the PSG's president was speaking and he made a statement that Mbappe is from France, he plays for the French national team, he lives in Paris, PSG is in Paris. You know, do you remember he was making all those statements? And I also dropped my word. I said, this man probably is planning something. He is planning something that for him to be dropping those statements, he's trying to convince Kylian to stay put in PSG. Say Kylian is a good boy and he needs to be protected. Kylian Mbappe needs to be protected. Well, if I were Kylian Mbappe, this man is huge. Which other club can offer him this? Which club, again, can offer Kylian Mbappe this amount of money? This is Arab money, you know. This is oil money. I want to hear from you in the comment section. Let me know. Kylian Mbappe will have to stay put in PSG. Is it advisable for him to stay there? Would any other club be able to compete right now with this amount? That's the question, because right now, as we speak, Real Madrid made their stand very clear. They made their stance very, very clear that they're not going to offer him the same deal they offered during the last summer. Now it's going to be a total different deal. Now that PSG is offering this, which club can compete again with this amount? Which club is willing to compete with this amount? Let me know from you in the comment section. I know, as for Chelsea, we are already out. If this is the issue, then Chelsea, we are out of the race. We can't pay Kylian Mbappe 86 million pounds per season. That is not an easy, my friend. Let me know from you, what is your calculation? What did you arrive at? Because my head cannot calculate it yet. Well. Whilst you are doing your calculation, let me also report, according to Sky Bet, Newcastle United is 3-1 favorite to be the next club where Jose Moreno will be appointed as boss. With the Saudi Pro League considered his second favorite destination at 4/1. Chelsea at 21 to appoint Jose Moreno. I would not even like it if Jose should go to Saudi Pro League right now. It will seem as if he's already finished. In conclusion of this episode, Victor Osim, when asked about the move to Premier League, this is what he has to say. Victor Osim, when asked about his move to Premier League, this is what he said. Of course, one day I would love to play in the Premier League, definitely. But for now, I have other plans for my career. When the time comes, everyone will know. When the time comes, everyone will know. You know, I don't expect him to let the cat out of the bag. I will not expect him to say anything to jeopardize even his relationship with the club that he is with right now. I will not expect him to drop any hints because he's even in AFCON. I don't know whether this interview was done before the AFCON began or it was done only yesterday or today. But one thing I do know is that Victor Osimhen and his advisor, they will surely advise him, don't make any statement to the contrary that will jeopardize your relationship with Napoli fans, since the deal is not yet settled. And don't do anything that will destabilize you and your teammates at the AFCON ground. And so from this statement, he showed interest in the Premier League. But when that he did not hint on. Dear friend, We are also aware that Napoli has already reached an agreement with a club, Milan Verona, to sign a player in anticipation of Victor Osimhen's departure. What else do we want to know? For me personally, I believe that by summer, Victor should be in Chelsea. Not in this January, but anything can still happen, dear friend. Well, let me leave you here. I will see you in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.